Have you ever caught yourself thinking, why am I still doing this? As you drag yourself to another obligation, force a smile at another gathering, or push through pain to meet someone else's expectations. If you're over 60, you've likely earned the right to drop the act, but old habits die hard. We spend decades following invisible rules. Be useful. Stay busy. Don't complain. Keep up appearances. But here's the truth no one tells you. Aging isn't about decline, it's about distillation. It's the art of stripping away everything that no longer serves you so you can finally live as your truest, freest self. Today, we're diving into 5 things you can stop doing right now. Not out of surrender, but out of self-respect. These aren't losses, they're upgrades. Let's begin. 1. Stop mistaking busyness for purpose. Society taught us that productivity equals worth. But after 60, your value isn't in your to-do list, it's in your presence. I'll never forget Martha, a 67-year-old former teacher who prided herself on juggling volunteer work, grandkids, and church committees, until she collapsed from exhaustion. Her doctor said, "Your body isn't 40 anymore," but the deeper issue was her mindset. She tied her identity to being the reliable one. Here's the shift. Purpose isn't about output, it's about impact. Reading to one grandchild with full attention matters more than hosting a chaotic family dinner. A 20-minute walk where you notice the birdsong is more meaningful than a frantic day of errands. Try this. For 1 week, replace "how much did I do" with "how deeply did I live?" You'll find the moments you remember, and that remember you aren't the busy ones. 2. Stop apologizing for your needs. "Sorry, I can't stay late." "Sorry, I need to sit this one out." "Sorry, loud restaurants overwhelm me now." Sound familiar? Many of us were raised to treat our needs as inconveniences. But here's a radical thought. Your comfort isn't negotiable. Neurologically, aging brains process stimuli differently. Noise, crowds, and multitasking become legitimately exhausting. This isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Your body is saying, protect your energy like the finite resource it is. At 72, Carlos quit his weekly poker night after 30 years. The smoke, the shouting, the late hours, it left him drained for days. His friends teased him, but he started hosting quiet coffee mornings instead. Guess what? The right people showed up, the ones who valued connection over chaos. Action step: practice no, thank you, without justification. You owe your younger self this freedom. 3. Stop comparing your journey to others. Social media screams that 60-year-olds should be hiking Machu Picchu or launching startups. Meanwhile, you just want to nap with your cat and reread Jane Austen. Who's failing? Nobody. Research shows seniors who chase aspirational aging, think influencer grandparents, report higher stress than those who embrace authentic aging, doing what they love, not what looks impressive. Example: Helen, 68, adores her part-time library job, but feels sheepish she's not retiring in style like her golfing neighbors. James, 70, forces himself to travel, but secretly misses his woodworking bench. Key insight: your path is yours. Is your choice coming from joy or FOMO, fear of missing out? 4. Stop waiting for permission to change. I'm too old to start. What will people think? It's too late. These aren't truths, they're cultural ghosts. The average age for starting a business in the US? 42. For publishing a first novel? Over 50. Science backs this. The exploitation versus exploration theory shows younger brains optimize known paths, exploitation, while older brains excel at creative problem-solving, exploration. Translation: your 60s might be your most innovative decade. Case study: at 62, Barbara learned pottery and sold her first vase at 65. At 71, Derek began blogging. Now has 20K followers discussing vintage jazz. Your turn. What's the thing you've sidelined as silly? Do it badly. Do it just for you. Watch how it transforms you. 5. Stop confusing legacy with likability. Many seniors swallow their opinions to keep the peace. But silence isn't legacy, it's erasure. Your stories, your hard-won perspectives, even your unpopular truths, these are gifts. A 2023 study found grandchildren feel closer to grandparents who share vulnerable memories, failures, regrets, over sanitized good old days tales. Powerful exercise. Write one letter with a mistake you don't want them to repeat, a joy they might overlook, a truth you wish you'd known sooner. Seal it. Give it to someone when the time feels right. That's legacy. Aging isn't about loss, it's about release. Letting go of the need to prove, the fear of irrelevance, the myth that your best years are behind you. Your 60s, 70s, and beyond are the edit button on your life story. Keep what nourishes. Release what drains. Because the world doesn't need another perfect senior. It needs you unfiltered, unapologetic, and utterly free. Which of these 5 resonated most? Comment below with your number. And if you're ready to live this philosophy, subscribe for more conversations that honor the art of aging. I had also started writing books on the problems of our elders feel. Soon I will start providing it for free. 6. Stop ignoring your body's wisdom. Your body isn't betraying you, it's speaking to you. That knee that aches before rain, the way you can't digest spicy food like you used to. These aren't flaws, they're data points. The science. A 2022 Johns Hopkins study found seniors who practice body listening, adjusting activities based on physical feedback, have 40% fewer preventable injuries, 30% better sleep quality, even improved memory retention. Meet Raj, 69, a former marathoner who kept pushing through hip pain until he needed surgery. His physical therapist said something revolutionary. Your body isn't a machine to dominate. It's a partner to collaborate with. Now he swims instead of runs, and his joy in movement has returned. Next time you feel pain or fatigue, ask, is this a push-through moment or a pause-and-adjust moment? Your joints know the difference. 7. Stop romanticizing the past. Nostalgia is sweet until it becomes a cage. That simpler time you miss? It had its own struggles. Remember rotary phones and no GPS? Stanford researchers identified nostalgia distortion. Our brains edit out 70% of past stressors. That perfect 1980s summer? You've forgotten the mosquito bites and family arguments. Exercise. Then and now, gratitude. Write down 3 things you loved about your 40s. Now list 3 gifts of your current age, e.g., no more 9 to 5 grandkids' laughter. Post it where you'll see it daily. Example. Then, energy to dance all night. Now, wisdom to choose which dances are worth my knees. 8. Stop underestimating your influence. You're not just living your later years, you're modeling them. Studies show children with close grandparent relationships develop higher emotional intelligence, have fewer ageist beliefs, are 60% more likely to care for elders later. At 75, Lorna started a TikTok channel joking about senior moments. Her viral catchphrase? I'm not losing my mind. I'm donating it to science. Now, teens write thanking her for making aging less scary. Share one skill with someone younger this week, even if it's just how to make your famous cookies or change a tire. They're hungry for what you know. 9. Stop postponing joy for someday. Someday I'll take that cruise when I lose 20 pounds. Someday I'll wear bright colors when I feel confident. Here's the hard truth. Someday is a thief. A Yale study found people over 60 who embraced imperfect joy, doing things before conditions were perfect, reported 55% higher life satisfaction. Reverse procrastination. Put off putting things off. Love flowers? Buy the bouquet today, not just for funerals. Want to sing? Join the choir now, even if your voice shakes. 10. Stop believing tech is beyond you. Yes, apps change, but your ability to learn hasn't. It's just different. Neuroplasticity doesn't disappear, it adapts. Game-changing stats. 73% of 65 to 74-year-olds use social media, Pew Research. Seniors who learn basic tech. 45% lower depression risk, AARP. Stay connected to grandkids 3x more often. Pro tip. The grandkid method. Ask a young person to show you one thing, e.g., sending photos. Have them record your screen as you do it. Play it back while practicing. Miguel, 78, feared technology until he discovered YouTube piano tutorials. Now he plays jazz for his nursing home via Zoom. At 35, enough felt like settling. At 65, it's liberation. Ancient Stoics called this amor fati, loving your fate. Not resignation, but celebration of having. Enough stories to tell. Enough love to give. Enough scars to prove you lived. Write down 3 things you no longer need to prove. 2 relationships that require no pretense. 1 moment this week when you fell whole. By the time this video ends, 8,000 people worldwide will have turned 60. Most will keep following expired rules. But not you.